Thank you, Steve and Marnie, for being here this morning and sharing with us some of the highlights of the food pantry. Steve, you and I talked about 11 years ago at our centennial, and we spoke about the food pantry then. But here we are in 2026, 10 years later. Our food pantry is still going strong, but 10 years have brought a lot of changes. So what are the greatest changes that you have seen over the last 10 years and even more recently? And have you seen a change in client needs or ages or circumstances? What's been going on?
We've seen an increased number of clients in their needs and difficulty in obtaining quality food. With the increase in cost of food and our main suppliers having less product, it's difficult for us to obtain food. Before COVID, we held a meal, we had a prayer circle, and then we interviewed each client, and they got food. We did that 3 times a week, 3 times a month. Then COVID hit, and since COVID now we have had to have a drive-through because of the number of people we have. We're serving 150 to 170 families a month in a 2-hour time frame, so there's not a lot of time for conversation. And we're flexible along the way at various stages of the process. In recent years, we've lost 4 major grants through no fault of our own, but things have changed in the community. We have also gained a few grants, which has been great, good. One of the biggest challenges we've had in the last 10 years is obtaining food. Food costs have gotten higher. Our suppliers, our main supplier is Second Harvest. That's our primary choice of buying food because it's a very reasonable price. However, in Manteca, our food bank they serve the Feed the Brown Bag program. They feed all the schools, and they have an after-school program. So we're at the bottom of the rung, so what's left over we get. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of food that we can use in our bags. There's a lot of snacks, but not quality protein food.
Well, that is one of the questions I wanted to ask also is, how do you ensure you have enough food? What resources do you get in the community of what's available, and how does that work?
It's a constant battle. Right now, with Second Harvest having challenges, we don't get a whole lot of food from them. Our next major supplier has been
Winco, Amazon, Dollar Tree.
Our main supplier is Dollar Tree, but recently they've gone through some price increases. Everything in the store used to be $1, then $1.25, now it's $1.50. In that process, they have had a problem with their supply chain.
Right.
So the stores now don't have any of the foods that we use in our bags.
So let me ask Marnie, because Marnie has also been helping with that. What are some of the resources and the challenges that you have seen?
We've got larger households now. It seems like where we were feeding just like small ones. Sometimes we have 2 families with totally different dependents. That's a bit of an issue. We need bigger meats for those families, So it's a matter of obtaining that. And yeah.
So I know that at the last Saturday of every month is your distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So just tell us what a typical Saturday distribution, and let's start with Marnie. You could tell us a little bit about how that takes place, what happens beforehand, how do you get volunteers?
We have a good bunch of volunteers. They're very dedicated. We've got volunteers both from the church and the community. And they're very steadfast in coming every Saturday or telling us, we have to put notifier out. And then we have a line in the morning, starts at 5:30, wraps around the block, like 150 people, and they come through intake, and then they come around this way, and we have tables out for extra things like produce and stuff like that, and we load the bags and milk and bread and eggs too into their cars for them, and then they stop at, and I think one of your questions addresses this, they stop at the end and speak with Pastor Allison.
Okay. So it takes a lot of volunteers, right?
It does. We try to get at least 15, and like I said, it's a good mix of our community members, and which I feel is pretty important because they get a little bit of the whole.
So it's congregation and community members.
Yes.
Okay,
There's about 45 to 50 total volunteers that are involved.
Yeah.
And are needed every last Saturday.
Yeah.
A lot of them beforehand.
I like yesterday, we had 5 of our ladies come in and did 150 bags, and I
So
forgot to mention them.
Prepared ahead of time.
Yes, that's a whole different. And the senior bags, they're catered to the seniors' needs if they had like low salt or
Okay.
diabetes or something like that.
So lots of preparation prior
Lots.
to the day
Yeah.
of distribution.
I think we have about 1 week of peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
So I know there's some new programs that have been instituted through our food pantry. So what are those that you have started to use?
Mobile Fresh has been
Mobile
the
Fresh.
biggest addition. 5 times a year, we receive between 7 and 10 pallets of food from Second Harvest, and we give it out in a 1 hour time frame. So we have
170 people.
170 people there. The parking lot, we have them all lined up, and so that's been a real blessing. It's a
So
lot
is
of
Mobile
food.
Fresh all produce?
It's majority produce, but there are some deli items, and there are some
Bread.
buy items also.
Yeah.
But it's supplements what we give them.
Yeah.
Our food bags can't feed them for a month. The Mobile Fresh and the churches fill in the gaps. But it's very grateful for that.
So is this a different distribution day?
Yes.
Yes, we can get. We have 5 times a year. It's the month with 5 weeks. So it's March, April, July, September, October, I think.
Okay.
And we
So-
also have, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
It's going to look ugly. We are going to start telling people about the Dolly Parton's book program because we are big on feeding minds too. And so they can sign up and get a free book for their child each month. So we give away books too, but this will be.
So this is
additional.
a Dolly Parton Foundation?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a new program, so we're going to latch on to that too.
So I know you do, you work really hard to keep the congregation connected to the food pantry, and it's work every month. So how does the involvement of Pastor Allison make a difference both to the food pantry and to our congregation and to the people that receive the food?
Huge. Speaking every Sunday pretty much about what we need. If we need, the latest request is chicken, and people have been very generous with that. But she's always filling people in, and we do the fellowship. She's at fellowship, but I'm always seeing her advocating. She's giving me a lot of, in learning about grant writing, she's giving me a lot of input. I've run things by her. What do you say about, because she's really gifted with words too. So, and just praying with people at the end of distribution. We're getting to know the community, and a lot of people have needs that we wouldn't be aware of, and I think it's good for them to get fed both in body and in their heart. They go home and they feel like something's been lifted. So
The
yeah,
importance of having Pastor Allison at the drive-thru is crucial.
Mm-hmm.
It tells the people in line that we value them so much. We have our pastor here every time, and that says something about us, our love for the people we're serving.
So what are your prayers? I'll let each of you respond. What are your prayers for the food pantry at St. Paul's
We
as you
pray that
continue?
those people that have food insecurities, they know about us and get here and get in the line to get food. We also pray that I pray daily that the Lord will continue to bless us, because running this operation is not cheap, and we need a lot of resources, and He's been blessing us so far, and we pray He continues to bless us in the future.
Thank you, Marnie.
that's my prayer basically too. That and it's coming to fruition. But I feel too that I think it's a way that as the church moves, we're not having people come in the sanctuary doors as much, but we're able to get out in the community and like the Valentine's Day thing we had community saying, "Wow, you guys are nice. We had so much fun." So yeah, it makes a big thing. I think we're making a bigger footprint in the community.
Okay. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome to the St. Paul's United Methodist Church Food Pantry. We're going to give you a little short tour of our operations here. We have on my left here the bags that go to our senior shut-in people, and we have 5 teams that deliver the food. Here's some of the vegetables and fruits that we bag for them to bring to them. Once a month they get those. And then this is our distribution for Saturdays. We give out 150 bags worth of groceries, along with milk, bread, and eggs, and some extra things too.
This is our main storage room where all the food that goes in those 150 bags are put in the bags. We have 5 ladies that come in once a month, and they spend an hour and a half putting this food into those bags. On distribution day, They come by, the bags come in a buggy here. There's a team in here that puts eggs and milk and bread in the bags. We go out that door.
This is what we call the cave, our friendly terms. We store our extra food because we've grown so much in the past few years that we need to purchase extra, and we find what's on sale and stock up. Sometimes we use substitutes instead of our regular things, so that helps with the costs. And then we have more shelving out here. Same thing. It's kind of empty right now because we just did distribution bags, all those 150 bags you saw. So our shelving is a little empty right now. Here we have my little senior shelving, little extras like extra protein for them, and I've got low salt and low sugar things, and then extra some more protein like chicken and stuff like that here. So that's that, and some more stock, and that's it.